It's very small. I'll warn you, it's not big at all.
I'm in a build battle against my friend, but what he doesn't know is that if he wins, he gets a bunch of Robux. Bro, I better win this, because that's over $300 I'm losing if I don't win. Alright, so first let's talk about how this challenge is even gonna work. First, Sam and I will be creating asset packs in Blender based off of a similar theme. We will each have about 1 hour to complete this asset pack. Then when we have each finished our assets, we will each have to build a full map using the other player's assets. And to figure out who did a better job on the challenge, we will have a few judges rate both the asset packs and the maps on a scale of 1 to 10. Let's not waste any more time. 1 hour starts now. Alright guys, so the theme that Sam and I decided to work on for this video is a Japanese garden type of theme. It's pretty similar to those anime games on Roblox recently. So to start off the asset pack, I decided to make a tree since I'm already familiar with that, and I didn't want to go straight into the new assets that I haven't made before. I made the layout of the tree just by spamming around a bunch of vertices connected by lines, and then I added in the skin modifier, which turned out perfectly. Worked exactly how I wanted it to. Once I figured out the skin modifier, I could just scale everything to my liking to make it look more natural, and it turned out pretty well in my opinion. But we'll see what the judges think about that. Next, I repeated the exact same process for the first tree and made a smaller second tree. I thought it would be good if we included a grass model in this asset pack since there seems to be lots of grass in the Japanese gardens. The next few models were also pretty simple. First, I made a big stone by just cutting off random parts of a cube until it looked somewhat like a natural stone. And after that, I made some super simple ground rocks to help kind of fill up the open space when Sam makes the scene. So now we're making our first actual Japanese model. I believe this is called a torii, but correct me if I'm wrong. Next up, I decided to make a light post because I feel like I've seen lots of those in the Japanese maps, and it's just a nice touch to add some variety to the map. Alright, so that's all the time I have to make the assets. So now we're gonna go ahead and bring them into Roblox Studio and give them some colors. Alright, so I finished coloring everything up, and I'm pretty happy with the colors that I picked. I think it's a nice, unique color palette, and it'll give Sam a lot to work with. Also, we're gonna sneak in this border part that I made before, but don't tell anybody because this might be cheating. We're gonna let it slide though, it's my video. Alright, so now we're gonna hop in a call with Sam to see what he was able to make in an hour. But first I got a little story for you guys. A few months ago, I created an entire game using just my phone while I was on a vacation in Florida. Soba is the best gaming platform that focuses on mobile game creation, which allows you to make any 3D game you can imagine, such as obbies, RPGs, quests, or stories. They even have a built-in multiplayer system so that you can play with your friends or anybody else in the Soba community by simply publishing your game. Since my last video, they've been adding many new features such as a new behavior editor, the ability to change colors of objects in your game, and are planning to make Soba compatible with PC in the near future. So if you're interested in beginning your game dev journey from your phone, click the first link in the description and make sure to use code DHAPPY when signing up. Now let's go ahead and compare our asset pack to Sam's and see what he was able to make in an hour. Okay, these are way better than what I made.
Are they? I wasn't too happy with what I made, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I felt like within an hour it's kind of like...
The bridge is good. The bridge is pretty good.
That's what I hate the most. Okay, I think I can work with this.
I like the big tree. That's about it.
It's a bit, I was just thinking, yeah, the big tree is probably the easiest thing to work with here.
So it's pretty obvious that Sam is British. So it's pretty obvious that Sam's a better modeler than I am, but I'm hoping that I can use my creativity and make a better map than him to get some of those extra points back up. Speaking of which, it's time to start making our map. I started off with the typical base plate for the map, but then I realized that Sam didn't really give me any border parts, so we're not going to be able to make the typical map. Bruh. We're going to have to think outside the box for this one. And by thinking outside the box, I mean making islands for the 15th time, because that's the only other thing I know how to build. Before you call me out for cheating for making these islands, Sam and I clarified that we are allowed to use normal Roblox parts in the map. Time for an epic building montage. Also, if you guys want the assets that Sam and I made, the links will be in the description. They're completely free. Isn't this map amazing, guys? Everything is everywhere. You will subscribe and go to shopdhappy.com. I'm actually really happy with how this map turned out, but we still got to see what Sam was able to make with our assets. So let's go ahead and shoot him a call.
It's very small. I'll warn you, it's not big at all. it, right? That's what I've done.
Okay. It's nice and clean. Did you add like more to the... Oh, you kind of flipped it around.
It's more of a showcase than like a game map.
Yeah.
You don't even know what I was going for with it.
I was just kind of placing random stuff too, just seeing what it turned into.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to switch to yours now?
Yeah.
Is yours a lot bigger than the one I did?
Yeah, it's definitely bigger.
Oh, is this cheating? Oh no, cylinder. I didn't know if you'd used custom. This is really cool.
Yeah, because you didn't give me any borders, I thought I'd go for like more of a fantasy kind of feel to it, you know?
Yeah, this is really cool. Like, I see the pond you've like made by doing like parts. Yeah, this is really cool. Wait, are you just chilling down there?
I made the base plate invisible, but it's still
No,
there.
it's possible. Do you want to try one of our heads? Go off this tree that's nearer. You go off my head from here.
Oh, yeah.
You should easily make it now.
If I can get up the tree, oh my gosh. Bro.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
You've got to make that. You've got like an extra stud jump. Yes. Bro, what's it like over there?
It's quite nice. So now it's time to see what map the judges like better. First up, we got Rodev.
Oh, there's nothing else to it, just rating it from 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Don't forget to record the happy.
Yeah, I am recording, don't worry.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt then. Fuck.
Okay, I have a favorite. Okay, we're gonna say 7 out of 10 is average. So this is definitely a nice clean, it's clean, right? It may seem like minimal, but it's clean. So I'm gonna have to go with higher than 7 for sure. I don't want to say 10. This one definitely gotta go with maybe like a nice 8.5.
Okay.
Or 9. We can say 9 for this one. It's pretty clean.
9.
I like the minimal look there. Okay, now we're looking at this one up here. Not too much to go off of, but we're gonna use the same system. So 7 out of 10 is average. That tree, the taller tree is a little bit off. So we have to go with an 8 for this one, 100%.
Okay, I'm not saying who did what.
I don't know who did what yet.
I'm actually thrown as well. I don't know which one I am at the top or bottom. I genuinely don't know which asset pack I was.
Now Rodev's going to rate the maps.
It's pretty small, but it is very nicely put together. I see a bit of a path there as well. Let me see the other side as well, the pond side. Okay. A little bit bland on the right side.
Do you want to see both of them before rating?
Oh yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Okay.
Probably better if I see the other one.
All right. So this is the second
Oh,
one.
okay. This is big. Okay. I have to say solely right now, this one is better. It's huge. Let's go with this one, definitely like 9.5. And the other one, I have to go with 8.5. Let's do 8.5 for that map. But this one is just better.
All right, so we got our scores, and now it's time for Rodev to guess who made what. So first with the asset packs, guess who made
Asset
each
packs? Okay. Sam's is the top one.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Oh, okay.
So I made the top one, Sam made the bottom one. And then this map was mine, and the smaller one was Sam's.
Oh, come on, Sam.
Yeah, I know. The bland bit as well, there was a tree there, but I felt that it covered the pond too much, so I got rid of it.
A row builder?
Oh, we got everyone here now.
Hey, you're not allowed to say 7. Straight up.
Yeah,
7 is cheating.
So it's cheating.
That's what I said.
The bridge in asset pack number 1 is kind of fire. Rocks look like rocks. This is good. I would say asset pack number 1 is better for a full map for sure. I like the colors of it more too. I'm not like a huge fan of the duller tones. Yeah, I would say asset pack number 1 is an 8. Asset pack number 2 would be, I'd put it around a 5.
All right, this is scene number 1.
I feel like you built this one. I'd say it looks pretty fire. Were the clouds the rocks, or are those actual clouds?
Yeah, those were the rocks.
I like that. I like that. I hate how you feel bigger than the world, but maybe that's because it's the exact opposite of how I build stuff. I build everything super oversized, so you feel like a little toy running around. Yeah, I definitely like the other one better. I'd say you just had a lot, or whoever it was, had a lot more assets to work with to make a lot more stuff.
This one was more of like a showcase though.
Maybe like if you did it as a showcase, as a screenshot, maybe. But if someone walks around in the game, it's
like from here, it
nothing
looks
here.
pretty good.
I would give it a 7, but we can't. So it's got to be a 6, like as of map and layout. And then the other one, I'd put back around like an 8.
So now Sam has 1 more point than me.
Yes! And I would have 2 if the 7s were allowed.
Hush up, boy.
The bottom one is more traditional style. I kind of like the color scheme of the top one a little bit more, just because it's more unique and a little bit easier on the eyes. And the reds are a little bit much in the bottom one. Yeah, I like it. I like them both in their own way. But I would have to say that the top asset pack with the pink trees and the more unique color scheme, I'd probably give that one a 7 out of 10. and I would give the bottom one a 6 out of 10.
I think it's interesting that you said the exact opposite of what I said.
I kind of see it as like a pastel. I kind of like the pastel style. I don't know.
For sure, but in my opinion, nothing pops out when you build a map. It all goes together.
I like the pink and the green. They look good together. It's a very saturated map, but I like it a lot. Yeah, it looks really good. I like the lanterns on the rocks. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool touch.
All right, this is the second scene.
So one thing I see is just like visually, it's less because it has this asset pack. It's less smooth. Obviously, that's a matter of the asset pack. But like if you look at the trees, it's like pointed versus like the last map. It had that more smooth visual style, which I kind of like the smoother style better. I would say the last map it also had more unique like placement of the different environment assets. This one it's just a more it's more uniform, I guess, in the way that they're placed. If you look at, could you zoom in a bit on the like for example what are those plants that are growing out? They're spread out the exact same way. The last map, it was a little bit more varied, I would say, just in small ways. But yeah, I do like how it's a floating map. It has a bit more space. Difficult to say. I feel like the trees don't really fully match like the way that the islands look. I just think that the terrain and the trees don't fully match. I think I'm gonna give the other one a higher score. So I would say that the first one you showed me, I would probably give that one an 8. Just because it all vibes well. This one I would probably give 6.5. 6.5.
So for the assets, you gave me one more point than Sam. So then we became tied. But Sam came out ahead by 1.5 points.
Yes. I was nervous. I was so nervous because I remember when you were saying like you didn't know who the judges were. I was like, if Smarty's the judge, I could see him favoring your pack because it's definitely the more like style of seeing Smarty go for.
I say we keep getting more judges until I come out on top.
Ah, okay.
Well, Sam came out on top, so we have to give him 25,000 Robux now. Please subscribe. All right, so you have a Roblox group, right?
Yeah.
All right, you should go into that group and make a product for 25,000 Robux.
Was that like a hidden bet?
Yeah.
Okay, are you sure you want to do this? I'll just burn it on PetSimX, honestly. I'd rather just give it to like a fan.
We could split the 25,000 Robux among multiple people.
Yeah.
So like 5 people can win 5,000 Robux. All right, guys. So Sam is being nice for some reason. He's a terrible person. I don't know why he's doing this, but down below, I have links to both of our asset packs that we made in this video. And if you download his free asset pack, you get a chance to win these 5,000 Robux. The 5 winners will be announced in my next video. So best of luck to all of you. Also subscribe to Sam while you're at it.